us know who's asking the question.
You guys want to go ahead and start us off with a question?
Sure, I'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
So, Mr. Ossoff, we know that you're here part of your Future of Georgia tour, but why is it important for you to specifically want to come and speak to the people of Albany?
I wanted to come to Albany in Dougherty County today to humbly ask for the support of the people. I'm here in a spirit of hope and unity after this divisive election. We have real problems that we need to solve. We need to get resources to the hospital system here. We just lost a hospital in Cuthbert, and rural hospitals across Georgia are facing difficulties. We need to rush resources into the community to make sure everybody has the health care they need, and we need to continue to focus on what's necessary to fight this virus.
Okay. Historically, we know that runoff elections don't have the same type of voter turnout as typically a general election would. What's your message to not only the people in Albany, but around Georgia when it comes to that runoff on January the 5th?
Well, there's so much at stake. The future of Phoebe Putney, the future of access to health care for people in this community, whether we're going to mount an effective response to this pandemic. And we need to come together as a people to do that. And I'm here in Dougherty County to humbly ask for the support in this upcoming election.
Chris with RAPCO Media, what do you say to Trump supporters that even though their president lost, what can you say to convince them to vote for you?
Well, I'm here in Dougherty County and in Southwest Georgia to ask for everybody's vote. And I humbly ask for the support of the people. Again, these issues are not partisan. This is about rediscovering that we're all Georgians, we're all Americans. We have a shared interest in ensuring that Phoebe Putney has the resources that it needs. We have a shared interest in ensuring that when hospitals close in places like Cuthbert, folks aren't forced to drive an hour and a half for urgent care. We need to reopen hospitals in rural Georgia. We need to build new health clinics in rural Georgia. Those aren't Democrat versus Republican issues. Those are about health and community.
Sure, go ahead.
This is Brad Bailey. I'm here with Georgia Public Television. And I have a question about COVID-19 in rural areas. What do you plan to do to assist with COVID-19 in rural Georgia, in addition to the African American community here in rural Georgia?
Well, priority number one is going to be getting resources to Phoebe Putney Hospital. And we just lost Southwest Georgia Regional Medical Center in Cuthbert. Georgia has lost 9 rural hospitals in 10 years. That undermines our ability to respond to a pandemic. There were folks here in Albany who are having to make protective medical equipment by hand because our government has not stepped up at this moment of crisis. We need to empower doctors and scientists to lead the public health response, and we need to rush financial and economic support to people here in Dougherty County and across Southwest Georgia who are hurting financially during this crisis.
And the last question, what about turnout? Albany is here in the black belt of Georgia. People say it's a Georgia term, but people say that. What do you plan to do to sort of increase turnout in these areas that have a large black population, but turnout sometimes may or may not be very high?
Well, we're building tremendous excitement, and the hundreds who came out to this rally today, which was held consistent with CDC public health guidelines, the tremendous energy and love that we're feeling in the community right now, the commitment to making a difference, to fighting this virus, to making sure rural Georgia has the healthcare resources that it needs, to expanding voting rights and civil rights and making equal justice under the law a reality for all Georgians, regardless of race, regardless of class. This is a platform that unites us and that will mobilize people to come out and vote in record numbers on January 5th.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys have any more? I guess last point, early
Would you ask me your question one more time? Yeah.
I had asked why a part of your Future of Georgia tour was it important for you to specifically want to come to Albany?
Well, I wanted to be here in Albany today and in Dougherty County to ask for the support of the people. We got to make sure that Phoebe Putney Hospital has the resources that it needs. We just lost a hospital in Cuthbert. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and getting healthcare resources to the community here, making sure that every family in the region can afford healthcare and prescriptions, and bringing us back together after the division of this presidential race in the last 4 years. That's why I'm here, to make sure folks are going to get out and vote again, because truly lives are on the line. Our health is on the line.
I did have one more question, if that's okay. So what did it mean to you today to have Albany business owners open their businesses to you, to welcome you into town? What did it mean to have the local leaders, the mayor pro tem, come and talk about you as a candidate? What does that mean to you, and what do you think that means to people in Albany?
Well, we were down at Miss Helen Young's barbershop and had a great turnout here with so many local leaders. And I really think that a spirit of unity, togetherness, and hope is emerging here in Albany and across the state right now, so that we can confront this virus together, so that we can get resources to the healthcare system here in Dougherty County, so we can keep Phoebe Putney strong, so that we can reopen Southwest Regional and Cuthbert and make our health something that brings us together as a people instead of dividing us politically. Thank you.
All right, and then to wrap us up, John, with early voting starting, I want to make sure everyone who's watching knows how to find out where they can vote early, where they can get absentee ballots, if you want to let us know.
Well, it's important that everybody realize early voting in these runoffs starts in just 5 weeks. So there's a great service, just text VOTE to 51015, and you can find your polling place.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for coming out today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Can you put
Thank you,
Yeah.
weather guy.